week ago. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed on blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you I fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all ball for these. Get it. Not complicated.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, but still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
Wentz now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Love. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
In motion left goes a tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. And a huge play that time. 56 yards. First down and goal to go from the 7. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Haley from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Wentz. Now he'll escape, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Charles Haley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And with the play clock almost up, Hugh Jackson's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wentz to throw on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. 50, Mike, 50.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go, go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 4 tokens. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Lion, lion, lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing his luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. A lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Luck now to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he cuts it right and into space. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So second and goal here from the 9. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
There we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad. Yeah, I go extra high for my entourage. Check my repertoire. Jim Jones, everywhere I go, you know it's reppin' time.